Right now, somewhere in your house, there's a flame you never think about. Your stove, your furnace, the power plant that keeps your lights on, your phone charged, your fridge cold. All of it, every single piece of modern life, is fire. Just fire in a different costume. Now imagine it's gone. Not the power grid. Not electricity. Fire itself. Every flame on Earth, erased. No stoves. No engines. No factories. No hospitals running machines. Within a week, the world you know stops working. Sounds impossible, right? For 99% of human history, that was the world. And the story of how we escaped it isn't just history. It's the reason you're watching this video on a screen instead of hiding in a cave right now. Rewind 2 million years. No houses. No language as we know it. No tools beyond sharpened rock. Every single day came down to one question: survive until sunset. And sunset was the real enemy. Lions hunted in the dark. Hyenas could smell weakness from a mile away. Early humans had terrible night vision compared to the predators around them. We were, biologically, prey. Every rustle in the grass could be the last sound you ever heard. There was no fighting back. There was only hiding. Then, somewhere in East Africa, lightning hit a dry tree, and for the first time, early humans watched something that shouldn't have existed. A living, moving force that ate wood, ate grass, ate anything in its path. They didn't understand it. They ran from it, same as every other animal in the forest. But after it burned out, something changed. The forest went silent. And when the earliest humans crept back into the blackened landscape, they found something on the ground, an animal, caught in the fire, already dead. Here's the part most people don't know. Archaeologists have found real evidence of this moment. At Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, researchers discovered burned bone, fragments, and ash dated to roughly 1 million years ago, one of the earliest confirmed uses of fire by early humans anywhere on Earth. This isn't speculation. This actually happened. Someone, driven by hunger stronger than fear, took a bite of that cooked meat. And it changed everything. Cooked meat wasn't just tastier. It was a biological cheat code. Raw food takes enormous energy to digest. Your gut has to work overtime to break it down. Cooking does that job before the food even reaches your stomach. Suddenly, early humans were absorbing more calories, more efficiently, for less biological cost. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham, in his research on cooking and human evolution, argues this exact shift is what allowed the human brain to grow to its current size, a brain that burns roughly 20% of your body's total energy today. No cooking, no surplus calories. No surplus calories, no room for a brain like yours. In other words, your ability to read this sentence right now exists because an ancestor ate burnt meat off a wildfire 1 million years ago. There was still one massive problem. Humans couldn't make fire. They could only steal it from lightning strikes, from volcanoes, from wildfires, and then protect it like their lives depended on it. Because they did. Groups would assign someone the single most important job in the tribe. Keep the flame alive. Not for a day, for years. If it died, there was no guarantee nature would hand them another one anytime soon. And once they had it under control, everything shifted. Predators that once ruled the night, the same lions and hyenas that hunted humans, for 1 million years, started backing away from the light. For the first time, darkness wasn't a death sentence. It was just night. Here's the part that doesn't get talked about enough. Fire didn't just keep us alive. It made us human. Before fire, when the sun went down, you slept. Immediately, out of pure fear. Fire changed that. Suddenly, people were awake after dark, sitting together, doing something no other animal on Earth was doing. Talking, teaching, telling stories, planning tomorrow. Every campfire, every fireplace conversation, every candlelit dinner you've ever had, that instinct to gather around light and talk is 1 million years old. The first classroom in human history wasn't a building. It was a circle of people around a flame. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans were still dependent on nature's mood. Then came one of the most underrated inventions in our species. History, friction fire. 2 dry sticks. Relentless rubbing. Minutes of nothing. Then smoke. Then, for the first time in the history of life on Earth, a species created fire with nothing but its own hands and patience. No lightning. No volcano. No gift from the sky. Just persistence. Once humans could make fire on demand, The floodgates opened. Cold regions became livable. Humans spread into Europe and Asia. Water and food became safer. Boiling killed the bacteria that used to kill us. Clay became pottery, the first man-made material in history. Rock became metal, bronze, then iron, then every weapon and tool that built empires. Every war fought with iron. Every crown forged in a furnace. Every industrial revolution powered by burning coal. Trace it back far enough, and it all starts at the same point. A scared primate, standing at the edge of a wildfire, deciding not to run. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Fire was never good or evil. It cooked your ancestors' food, and it burned their villages down. It's always been the same story. Power reflects whoever controls it. Today, we carry something even more powerful than fire: information, knowledge. And just like fire, it can build entire civilizations or burn them to the ground. Millions of years ago, one person looked at the thing every other creature on Earth feared and walked toward it instead of away. That single decision is the reason you're not hiding from the dark right now. It's the reason there's a version of humanity that decided for the first time it didn't have to just survive the future. It could build it.